Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to Dating My Budget. My name is Nita and I'm on a journey to becoming a financial warrior. I'm in this fight trying to remain debt free, giving myself financial options with the help of zero-based budgeting, the cash envelope system, and savings challenges. And today we're about to get into my second paycheck of August. This is a magic month for me, so I'm looking forward to that third paycheck. Brought this stuff out to, before we even get started, just give you guys like some background information that I use and that I've kind of pre-planned. But every year, I have certain expenses coming up. I set goal amounts and some of them have due dates. So I get this planned out to know how many months I have to save, what I have saved already, what I have left to save, and how much to save on a monthly, bi-weekly, or weekly basis. I do stuff bi-weekly, but if I had the opportunity to stuff more often, I just have all the information here. My numbers are kind of pre-planned, and for the most part, my budget and numbers don't change, but I do have this. I got this from the Budget Moms Free Resources Library. I look forward to doing this. I do this every year, and I have been for the last 3 years. So I have that, and this is the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck workbook. I've been using this for 2 years. Each section has 5 budget worksheets. Last year, I was a magic month, so today's budget is the 5th budget worksheet. So I'll be printing a freebie from her website to do my magic month paycheck. But I said that to say I made this budget workbook work for me. I saved myself some coins by not having to purchase a new budget workbook. Now for next year, I am in the process for creating my own budget workbook. So hopefully everything goes according to plan and I have it ready to go before next year. I'm looking forward to that. Second to last thing I wanted to just show you guys and remind you, like my monthly expenses, I have it all down on this little cheat sheet. I call it my due dates menu. And let me see. So I don't write out every bill because for one, they all come out automatically. And I just focus on the amount I need to transfer from each paycheck. I'm a month ahead, so I split all the bills. I split the total of the monthly bills in half and I cover it over 2 paychecks. This is a magic month. So my third paycheck, I do not have to pay the bills, but I'm going to because that gets me another month ahead over the 2 magic months a year. I've been enjoying doing that. That's how that works for me. And then down here is just the credit cards that I do have possession of, their due dates. In case I use them, I have a quick reference to know when each card is due. And so we're about to get into this budget. The paycheck came in at $975.70. So that's the only income we're reporting this paycheck. So $975.70 comes down. Then we get into the bill section. Well, before we move on, I did a little scribble to show you guys because I mentioned a few times that I have like 5 bank accounts. Does anybody need 5? No, but I would say at least 2. And the first 2, your parking garage where you receive your income. And it's a credit union. And so the only funds that stay here is my cash buffer of $125, which on here I have checking account cushion, but that's the income that's in the checking account. And then I have a savings account, my Christmas savings fund. And that's pretty much all that's in my parking garage. And so from the parking garage, I transfer it out to these different accounts when needed. Next is my bills account. It's a credit union, so that's what the CU is for. And I have my monthly bills they're auto drafted and they come out of that checking account. Then I have my month ahead savings, and then I have a CD. Like I've been playing around with different CDs, different banks or credit unions. I have CDs in these 3. Just seeing how they work. Some of them, they call them add-on CDs, so you can add on whenever throughout the month, however often you want. As far as I'm aware, Like, I thought this was one of those, but it's not. It's just once you put it in there, you wait till it matures and they release it, or you just, keep it in the CD. But this account, this credit union is an add-on. After I transfer the funds to the bills, any sinking funds, the majority of my sinking funds goes here in this bank. This is where I house the kids' savings and their CDs. I have a little CD that I started like 3 years ago. And then I have a credit card, my first credit card ever. And I kept that. I used this credit card, for example, my car emergency fund is here. And if I needed to pay a car expense, so I use my credit card for sinking funds that are attached to this bank. Then we're gonna hop over here to this. This is another credit union, and this is my side hustle. Most of my side hustle income comes here. I receive my taxes here. And if you guys have noticed, I've never did a tax refund stuffing. That's because if I've been able to do without it all year, I created a savings account and just allow my taxes to go there. And that was my first account that I kind of did the create, set it and forget it. And I haven't missed this money yet. If I'm doing good and doing right and things are going to a plan, you guys shall not see a cash stuffing video of taxes. That's like one of my unspoken retirement accounts. But I'm just letting that sit there, build up, earn interest year to year. Also in this credit union is my car insurance savings. So, most of the times I save this in cash, and then when it gets to a certain amount, I just send it to the bank. So this is where it goes. I have a credit card attached to this credit union. I use this credit card to pay the car insurance and then just transfer that to pay it off. I also have a few CDs. This is where I'm building my CD ladder, because this is the credit union that allows me to add cash. And they call them add-on CDs, but it wasn't advertised as add-on CDs. So that's why I was like, I ended up opening so many at different institutions because it wasn't advertised. They pretty just gave you the percentage, the CD, the interest rate, the length of the CD. When it matures, you have the option to just continue to roll it or withdraw it or have your interest transferred to a different account. So it wasn't until I opened it where I saw they had an add-on button. And of my 3 CDs at 3 different institutions, it's the only one that had that. So that's why I had to play around to figure out where I'm going to get this CD ladder started. So hopefully my madness is making sense. This is the newest account I opened. It is a bank. I opened it because for opening a checking account, they gave me $400. So in this account, I have that $400 sitting there, plus the 0 out challenge. For my paycheck, the last 3 digits of the paycheck transfers to the 0 out challenge. And you guys, I'll be able to show you guys this in here. So this keeps me organized, and the 2 that I focus on is these. And I'll probably get this recreated and nicer and add this to my little happy planner. But I did want to share that with you guys. So in the bills, my monthly bills is $380. Yeah, $380. And so I split that in half. Every paycheck I pay this $190. So $190 transferred to the bills account. My checking account cushion, it just stays in the bank. That's what SIB is. And that's at $125. My month ahead, I'm saving this in cash for now. And that is going to get $31. My secure auto is getting $50. And I just received the next 6-month premium. And it came in at $562.50, a $30 increase. So not bad. I have a buffer. So when, the bill fluctuates, I don't have to change this number because I already have a built-in buffer. So annually, I'm giving this $1,200. So every month, this sinking fund gets $100. 100 times 12, $1,200. And so if we just do the math of $539 was the first 6 months, and then this last 6 months, $1,100. So we have $99 buffer. So that buffer is going to build because I could adjust it to 1100. I just leave it at 1200. So I kind of stay ahead and keep that buffer going. And I know like once I do have cause you guys know I'm saving to get a new car. When that new car kick in, I'm sure the insurance is going to increase because our cars are paid off. Once you own your vehicle, it goes down. I'm sure it's going to go up. I don't know how much, so I'll increase that at that time. Just as a rule of thumb for me, I always try to have some type of buffer in everything. Whether it's $2, you know, those $2 add up month to month. Next is HOA. This is due at the end of January 31st, but for me, it's due December 31st. This is going to get $23. The eatery is my contribution to like groceries, like a true groceries haul. We do our protein order every 3 months. Every month it gets $100, between 100 and 110. I should say that. This is going to get 50. I mention that like that because when I get to groceries, you'll see I only give like $40. That's because I'm not buying groceries. Ragnar covers the groceries, like the in-store grocery shopping. We grocery shop every 2 weeks. Has been our routine for years. Every 2 weeks, grocery shop. He covers that. He was covering this as well, but since, you know, looking at the frequency and how often we order was about 3 months. So I was like, you know, I could save and cover that. So that's what I do here. And see, 190, 125, 31, 50, 23, then 50. So we have 469 going to the bills. So we're going to subtract 469 from 975.70. And that leaves $506.70 to be rolled to the next category. This is my cash envelopes that I keep in my wallet. And I'm focusing on for this paycheck. Groceries is going to get $40. And I give myself these $40 to pick up fresh vegetables, maybe something's on sale that we normally get or need. And just this past week, I picked up some seasoning and some fruit. So that's what these $40 cover. Then car juice, that's my gas. And I do work from home, so that saves a ton. I fill up every week. A rule of thumb for me is once it gets to half, I need to fill up. And now it's kind of like clockwork to every Sunday, pretty much is my fill up day. I give this $50. That has helped a whole lot. Trying to make sure I don't, sometimes I go below half, but for the most part, I don't. And then I usually have some type of rollover. I'm never in a pinch to get to the gas station. Next is home goods. And this is going to get $10. Dine out is going to get $25. And for the most part, we don't eat out. Decide to, I have something. Ragnar covers eating out as well. When we do, what we don't spend eating out, it rolls to our travel, our vacation envelope. So I've been enjoying that. I've been doing that for the past 3 years. And so that's 90, 100, 125. Yeah, we didn't even need that calculator. Look at that. We have 506.70 minus 125. That leaves 381.70 to roll. Let me zoom you guys in. So the 381.70 is going to roll to our sinking funds. And the first sinking fund is my wellness. Now I do take a morning, noon, and night supplements, herbs, some vitamins, but it's mostly herbs. I have enough supply to last me 3 months. But some things I either add in to the routine and like phase something out and add something in. So I feel like I'm constantly spending from here. But really, it almost seems like every 2 months I'm spending from my wellness category because I'm constantly in school learning about these herbs, supplements, and just, you know, I try to make sure I have my body, brain at optimal level. So I'm always finding something new. This is going to get 25. BGC is birthdays, gift celebrations, and this is going to get 21. And this category, for example, let me show you guys. I just have it birthdays here. I set a goal amount of 500. No due date, so it's ongoing. At the time, I had 11 months when I created this. I had 199 saved from last year, and then 42 this year, so whatever that equal to. And then I kind of broke it up here. Difference 500. The difference I needed for to reach the 500 goal from last year versus this year. And then if I was stuffing on a monthly basis, that would be $42. Bi-weekly, 21. And then weekly, I did 11. Just to show you guys an example, sick days is my category I'm saving for to have something separate from a medical emergency. For example, you get sick, may need to pick up some medicine or some extra things to help the sick or the wound or whatever the situation is get better. A food expense that could occur, may not have time to cook, may not feel like cooking. If the whole house is sick and you're souping it, you get tired of that, you want to eat out. Like I have a budget where I can pull that money from. Because here in Eat Out, that's a one-time deal. Of course, Ragnar will pitch in, but like I try to think of things well in advance. So I have something put aside for a situation like that, and I can allow my medical emergency fund to grow and not have to constantly pull from it for that. So I wanted to get my sick days fully funded first so I can start my emergency fund, medical emergency fund, which would be the deductible of my insurance. So my plan is get this funded this year, so next year I can start my true medical emergency fund. So this is going to get $25. Next is car defense, which is my car emergency fund. And every year, because our cars are older, they're paid off and all that good stuff. So I feel that I need to save at least $1,000 for repairs. And so that's just been the thing. And I'm doing a 52-week challenge. And I'm doing, the number is set at 53. So that's what I stuffed. So when I started, I did the highest number and the lowest number. So the highest was 52, the lowest was the 1. And so that's how I got the 53. And I'm working my way into the middle, and each number, highest to low, always equals 53. Next is home defense / home emergency. The goal is 500 this year. So you see that number's the same as birthday skip celebrations. And I wanted to mention this as well. So I took 500. I get 26 paychecks a year. 2 of those are magic months. So for me, I exclude my magic months from my sinking funds, exclude it from the bills, but I always pay the bills so I can get a month ahead, another month ahead. So we got that 500 divided by 24 instead of 26 paychecks. Divided by 24. So we got 2083. So I just rounded up to 21. And so that way, my magic months paychecks, they're truly extra money as far as doesn't have to go to sinking funds. It doesn't have to go to bills. I exclude it from my budget altogether. So when I get the magic month paycheck, I do whatever with it. I can spend it all. I can save it all. But y'all know I'm going to do the responsible thing. Just wanted to mention that because maybe, as things get better, you may want to, consider that. So your magic months truly are extra paychecks or free money. At the very least, be counted as extra. Or you just use that to get a month ahead or boost your month ahead. It's just so many things you can do. Options are endless to that paycheck amount. But anyway, home decor is going to get $30. I'm so happy to be stuffing this category. I had to stop the majority of the year. But, I have so many ideas that I want to do around the house, and I'm just looking forward to it. I got everything picked out, mostly on Amazon, and what's not on Amazon, I think, is Wayfair. So yeah, I check on it to make sure it's not sold out or been discontinued, and see if these prices going down. So yes, but I want to get to the goal amount, or as close to the goal amount I gave myself to the end of the year. So when I'm doing my end of the year purge, I'm cleaning and replacing, and everything is coming, starting to look even better. So that's my goal. That's my end of the year goal to myself. And before we go to this next category, I don't know, it's like the fall vibes is coming. You go to the store, they already got decorations out. So that just got me in a whole mood. So this past weekend, I went in my closet, took everything out, all the clothes on the hangers, and I kid you not, I don't know, I feel like I should be embarrassed, but I don't know, I'm not. I had so many clothes and still had tags on them. And I told myself last year when I cleaned my closet, well, okay, I'm gonna wear them this year. Yeah, didn't happen. So I said, you know what? Since I didn't wear them, I just pulled them out of the closet. I gave some to my daughter. Some I'm selling at my next garage sale. And I'm like, girl, yeah, you like it, but you haven't worn it. It's been years. Counted the hangers. It was 35 hangers. 35 different outfits. It was a lot of dresses. I love sundresses. It's like if I have too many already. And I have the ones that I have, one that I clean in, one I just run errands in, or a couple. And I kind of rotate those. And it's like I'm fine with them. So it's like I don't want to mess up the new ones. I want to keep them new. But I'm like, girl, yeah, they just taking up space. So 35 hangers of clothes. I got rid of my closet. And I was just so proud that I was able to let go, because that'd be the struggle half the time. It's like I'm already starting my purge season. The fall does that to me. Fall does that. I just want to clean out everything, reorganize, and just be ready for the new year. Like truly be ready. Every nook and cranny, everything is cleaned out. The couch, everything. Everything in my file cabinet. Like, girl, it get deep. Open the windows, let that fresh air in, that wind, I love it. But anyway, Bank of Nita is like my buffer to my sinking funds. And this is getting $31. I have a goal to get it. Basically, I'm doing $1 a day. This year we had 366 days. So at the end amount should be at 366 once fully funded. And so for our sinking funds, it's a total of $206 and $206 from $381.70. That's $175.70. We can skip over this extra debt, bring down $175.70. The zero out gets the $570. And then new car, we scratched off $170 last paycheck, and so we know this equals that. So total in savings is $175.70, the number we started with. So $175.70 minus that same number leaves us with $0. And that's our zero-based budget. We know where the money came from. We know where it went. And budget done for these 2 weeks. That is all I have for you guys. And I hope these videos are helpful, because that's one thing I'll say. Like, I get in different moods. Like, I love cash stuffing, love condensings, but I also love budget breakdowns and budget with me's and cash planning, whatever you want to call it. I love those because it constant reminders, or I might learn a tip from one of you guys, and it's like, oh yeah, I didn't think of that, and able to implement it into my budget, and it just keeps me sharp and on point. and I just love it. So, and actually before I go, let me share this because I usually don't, but I usually have this worked out, planned out. I mean, you know, if you've seen one, you kind of get the idea, but you write your categories, write the amounts, and then your cash denomination breakdown. And I like to start from the highest to lowest number. It just make it easy to kind of count across, add up your total count and its value. And I know I need $485 in cash and $170 in prop for my new car, and that's a total of $655 I'm going to stuff in my CashStuffing, but $485 in cash, and I'll be using this to go to the bank to get the cash. So like I kind of get everything set at the same time. So when I need to, you know, take the cash out, it's done. I'm not rushing to get my budget done as early in advance as possible. I'm going to take this out and put it in my wallet. So I have that. But I did want to share that with you guys because that is the other part of the process that I usually don't share, but I definitely do. Okay, now, bye-bye then.